Let's fucking go. Let's go, man. Been waiting for this all day. Okay. That's kind of sick. Okay. I'm a sucker for this shit. I mean, okay. That's kind of hard. Yeah, that's a pretty sick pack. I wish I had better guns, but it's all good. Let's fucking get it, man. Anybody on? Let's fucking go, man. Yo, what's up, buddy? Oh shit, I can't hear you for some reason. Hold on, it might be my Steel series. Hold on one second. There we go. What about now, buddy?
Good.
There we go. Now I hear you.
Yeah, you were like in here all day. Oh, I'm hearing an echo of myself.
Craziness. All right, give me just a second here.
Yeah.
Now?
I don't know. I think we're okay.
All right, cool. What's up, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, you were like chilling in this room all day, and I jumped in a couple times to say what's up, but you weren't there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know that you were up in here. I was actually working on my Discord, just adding some emotes and kind of getting my stream together on YouTube. I didn't even realize I was still in the room. How was your day, buddy?
Good. How often are you gonna stream?
I'm about to get back to it, man. This is my second time today, and I'm probably gonna be doing it like on the days that you don't.
Okay.
Probably.
Like, shout out each other's streams and shit.
For sure.
Mm.
Yeah, honestly, I'm just doing it to get some clips going and to like start working on a few like videos. But if I stream, it just makes it a lot easier for me to chop shit down.
For sure. I might ask some of y'all to like clip my shit when good stuff happens.
Oh, for sure. Definitely, bro.
Because I don't have the patience.
I get it. No, yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, I'd totally be down, bro.
Sweet. So I might like, I guess what you would need mod access or something.
Yeah, probably. But I won't fuck with the chat though.
No, I know, dude. I'll give you the Casper mod for both here and YouTube.
Cool. Yeah, then I'll definitely just clip. If you say clip it, I'm gonna clip it. I'll be on point with it.
Yeah.
And then I'll just
you watch something and you're like, that was dope. You're like, that way. I'm gonna go ahead and click that.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm definitely down. I'm 100% down.
How did you enjoy the stream yesterday?
It was super cool. Actually, there was a ton of shit going on, and it was actually super it was really informative about a lot of things that I'm like not as savvy with. As
Sure, like what?
so when we're talking about, so especially when we started getting into you know, I totally agree with you when we talked about how like shooting a CEO is not gonna fucking change anything. They're just gonna fill the void with some other schmuck. Like I totally felt I understand that. But there was a whole bunch of stuff pertaining to the litigation in particular that I don't know of a way to fix it because it's so deeply enrooted into the country. So when we talk about
You mean the legislation?
Yeah. The legislation. Sorry. Yep.
Like regarding health.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Not even just healthcare, but just. I mean, we're a deeply capitalist country, and I think there's a lot of the same issues in a lot of different industries. Healthcare just being one of them because it means so much to a lot of us.
Sure.
But I think a lot of the issues are the same across the board with a lot of different industries. So when I was listening to all, I know that there were a few newbies in the chat as well, and just listening to their takes. Daniel Liddick, the first time I actually heard him on stream, which was pretty fucking cool. But you guys were together, and I was just kind of listening. But I was washed yesterday, dude. I was so fucking tired.
No worries, bro. No worries.
Last day of the weekend,
God
so
is good.
I was just kind of lurking, man. I was just kind of listening. Made a nice salad.
Cosmic subscribe, so I now have 2 like monthly subscribers
Oh, fuck yeah.
and 81 followers now.
Dude, getting up there. It was just the other day that we were at 69. So
I know.
it wasn't but a week ago.
We're moving.
Moving and grooving. But
we gotta get Krynax into watch now.
yeah, for sure. Honestly, I think he's getting like super doomered on some shit. Like
That's why it's good to be.
We're headed to the war zone.
Well,
Get geared up. Stand by.
I'm realistic. If it's something you should be doomed about, I'll be doomed about it.
For
But
sure.
I'm realistic.
For sure. Plus, you also, you have family in politics and family that are lawyers, and you understand a lot of the back end of things that actually get shit done that I don't think a lot of us do. We all have positions on certain like current events and shit like that, but when it comes down to actual like legislation, passing laws, how to enforce laws, like you can, and also how to use the law in our favor, you're kind of a lot more savvy than a lot of us are in that respect. Which is super interesting for me as well, because we need our lawyers right now. We need our fucking judges and our, we need the actual legislation.
My uncle is somewhat doomed right now, so I don't know if we want to get his opinion on that side. But I do like to learn a lot about, the process of the litigation and stuff.
For sure.
On it from him. Yeah.
For sure. And just having that resource is super useful.
Oh yeah. Big time. Because I have said multiple times like on stream before, I've been like, dude, I wish I had a peace gal.
Right.
And I kind of have a peace gal. Because of the nature of the stuff that he's working on, I doubt he's gonna be wanting to come on stream.
Right.
But at least I'll have somebody to go and like talk to. It's the same with my mom. Like, she's not going to want to, she's certainly not going to want to come on stream.
Right, of course. But just having somebody in the corner, especially now especially with immigration law and how dangerous it's getting. Yeah, especially with how dangerous that's getting right now. Like, it's super useful to at least have a voice of reason, and you are that voice, my friend.
I try, brother.
For sure. Plus, we got an awesome fucking community going on right now, man. Like, everybody's getting super engaged and active, and they're every day like a core organic foundation for sure.
Yeah, you gotta start growing it. You gotta grow it fast. That's what I'm ready for,
Yeah, that's the fun part, I guess. That's the part that I mean, I guess there's ways to do it, like without just like bot viewing or view botting or anything like that, but apparently exactly. We just have to have a friend bring a friend and keep having friends bring friends, and pretty soon it'll get there for sure. Yeah. And like I said, with me doing most of my work on YouTube and stuff too, I think well, I've already been like kind of here and there on Tiny's kick, like in his kick, just because shit's been super busy. Yeah, just because shit's been super busy. But when I am in there, I do try to bring some value and make sure that like, obviously there's a ton of psychos that show up every single day in there, And also that gets super draining and stressful too. But at
Yeah,
the,
but like eventually, like once we grow a
The
good
enemy
enough
lost track of you. Good work
um,
down there.
audience of like people who agree with us, we should start bringing the psychos over too.
yeah, for sure. I mean, it adds value and it's hella good for content. Like even just Sleepy Joe, and I wouldn't even consider him to be a psycho, but him and your buddy Daniel, like that's a shit ton of value that certain communities just don't even allow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can have real conversations. We can meet common ground, and I think that's even more valuable sometimes than like doom streaming. You know what I mean?
Sure, 100%. Because like Sleepy gives me like runs.
What's
for
up,
money.
David?
He's a good debater.
My bad. My buddy David's in there.
Oh wait, like he's a good debater. Daniel is just bought in hook, line, and sinker to all the crazy shit. So it's kind of like I love him to death. He's my real life buddy, but like I feel like it's easy, low hanging fruit for me to dunk on somebody.
Right. And also, I'm kind of biased because like I'm as I haven't heard too many of his like political opinions and everything. But he's actually granted me some true courtesy. Like there's been a couple of times when I have been in debates in your stream, and he's like, "No, Scarecrow, I totally agree with a lot of the shit that Scarecrow's saying."
Squad
So
mates are in the safe zone.
That was the one.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Which I know that he agrees on. What were we talking about?
that was me and Sleepy Joe talking about Dave Smith and how I thought that he was a Russian asset. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like Dave Smith, but
Positive
I
ID
also
on
want
the
to let you
bounty
know that
target.
like he's
Hunt them down.
hardcore like conspiracy theorist,
Yeah.
generally super MAGA,
Enemy soldier
but he is
incoming.
like pro universal health care.
Which I like. I like that.
Yeah, of course. Like in that we agree. But like he's definitely a Trump guy.
Yeah, for sure. But still,
And
just
he actually admitted to me that he thinks Trump is not the guy to solve health care.
yeah, and he's not at all.
Oh yeah, nobody thinks so. Hey, what's up, dude? What's going on? Nice Jordan hat.
Yeah, this is my buddy David.
What's up?
David, this is my buddy Jordan. I've been real active in his community lately. He runs he runs kind of a political and like a just chatting Discord, and I met him through super big debater Destiny stream. I'm a mod for Destiny stream, so
Yeah, and I do a political stream.
yeah. Mostly political. Sometimes, occasionally, we leak into like Star Wars chats and a lot of fun and like
I like the purpose of it is
yeah, for sure. But yeah,
We can't talk about that shit.
oh shit, man.
LGBR inbound.
I mean, we can't talk about political. It's all going around now.
Yeah, that's
I want to be that guy who, no matter what your position is, you can talk politics.
yeah,
Because like even if you know I think your opinions are way out there and I really disagree with you, I'm gonna treat you with respect and like nicely explain to you why you're wrong.
and that yeah, exactly.
I think you're nicely about fucking pointing someone wrong instead of be like, hey, you're dumb.
SDR awaiting
Yeah.
package on the
Exactly. Exactly.
But if you're gonna just tell people that they're a dumb bitch over and over again, and I think this is something that a lot of people, especially on like the left on the Democratic side, are starting to realize is like, and not just starting to realize, like I think we know this, but there's just so much absurd shit that's going on that we don't really give too much credit to it. When you just call people a dumb bitch and just insult their intelligence over and over again, you're never gonna find a common ground. And I think that that's something.
Agree, bro. And like my buddy, you know,
All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job.
Right.
he feels exactly the opposite. He takes like such an aggressive view, and he thinks I'm a dumbass for trying to be like respectful and have conversations with people.
I mean, to each their own. I also get like the assertiveness, like
There's a place for that. There's a place for that.
like we can't be.
If someone's gonna come out, then I'll probably, you know, like after I'm like, yo, like I'm not treating you this way. What's the deal? And they still keep coming at me with the heat.
Then we fry
I'll
them up.
probably-
Then we torch them.
then
Yeah.
I'll fry 'em up.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always good faith conversation with somebody first. But like, you know, if you're showing me
Enemy
you're gonna be a
UAV is
dick, then
online.
fine, you can play into the dickage tree, like no problem, you know.
Exactly.
Alright, hey, So
What's up,
do
Dave?
this.
Go for it.
So there's two things that obviously, I mean, who the fuck knows if TikTok or anybody else like that is fucking actually true or what? I mean, there's a lot of things that TikTok have shown that is actually put into effect, but this whole Donald Trump thing with the whole 32-hour fucking work weeks and all that bullshit, and
I haven't heard anything about that.
but he supposedly he signed, I mean supposedly, quote quote, and supposedly that he said that the reason why the 32-hour week was because he wants human life to be more possessed by happiness and this, that, and the other, with spending more time with family, this, that, and the other, da 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 da.
Well, that's very French of him, and I greatly appreciate that if that's actually his position. That's a very French position to hold because that's how they feel in France. We live
That's how they possess it.
in France.
So, and then the other one was putting up minimum wage up to $25 an hour for every employer, whatever case to be.
I could never see a
for
sing.
a better life, for earning more wages, towards getting, you know, like better benefits towards food, groceries, whatever case to be, blah blah blah.
So
I'll go to the $25 thing in a second because I haven't heard about that either. But
I would never believe a Republican to do that.
Let me go ahead and tell you what I found about the 32-hour work week.
Okay.
Donald Trump has not proposed a 32-hour work week, nor has he publicly addressed the idea. The
Right.
confusion stems from a bill introduced in 2023 by Representative Mark Takano from California titled the 32-Hour Work Week Act. The bill aims to amend the Fair Labor Standards Act of 1938 by reducing the standard work week for non-exempt employees from 40 hours to 32 hours without reducing pay. But now it has not passed and remains in committee. So it looks like Donald Trump has not proposed a 32-hour work week.
Right. Right. And also I could never see
$5 an hour.
I could never see a Democrat or a Republican increasing the minimum wage to $25 an hour as an immediate policy.
Everything's been going up. I mean, sooner or later it's gonna happen.
Well, a direct reflection of increasing the minimum wage is inflation.
So the $25 it's not even, I don't think it's even from a real thing. But
Every time the minimum wage does raise, there's another thing that raises, and it's inflation. It's directly related. So as soon as you raise the minimum wage, this is why it's very tough to have conversations about raising the minimum wage, because as soon as you raise the minimum wage, inflation immediately stems from it. So you think you're paying a lot for shit.
I've been talking about, and I'm by myself, so I wouldn't use the word proposing, right? Because I have a relatively small audience. If it grows larger, I would propose, which is a variable minimum wage based on living cost per county.
Right.
So the problem with a flat minimum wage is what's going to be the necessary minimum wage somewhere like Los Angeles could put small businesses out of business in somewhere like bumfuck Alabama.
Right.
So you don't want to do a living wage that's the same for the whole country, because it's going to work in some places, it's going to cause problems in other places. What I think would be the smartest thing to do is you have economists get together and create an algorithm that determines living costs in a county based on certain economic measures, and that maybe like once a year or like once every 4 years. I don't really know the period. They would have to figure that out. It automatically adjusts based on a recalculation per county based on those trends.
Right. Right. The only person that a blanket minimum.
You're a smart motherfucker.
He is quite smart. He's a smart guy. He's humble too, so he'll let you say it, but he's not going to say it with you. He's a good guy too, so
Did that make sense to you?
No, it made sense. I'm just saying, like, I haven't heard a lot of people use the word that you're using.
David is crazy. David is hilarious. I love you, dude. I love you, dude.
I don't use words like that. I mean, I
give you a little bit of background about myself. Like I grew up around politics. You know, my brother's still with the State Department. My dad was in the State Department for 22 years before he retired. I grew up in 5 different countries. Politics has been part of my life. Like I can tell a little bit. Yeah, sure. Obviously, in the U.S. Niger, which some people call Niger, is in Central Africa.
Yep.
Yep. I lived in Russia for 4 years. I lived, right after the fall of the Soviet Union, too.
Fucking insane.
That's even cooler.
Yeah, I lived in Haiti during a coup.
Which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been around. He's been around the world. Yeah.
And I went to the high school in Argentina.
Nah, hey, that right there probably was the shit.
That was the shit. And I'm also actually half Argentinian, so like most of my family is down there.
So see, I didn't know you were,
Cooler.
I didn't know you were half Argentinian. So you're like my own personal and favorite David Pacman.
I am the Argentinian Jew, just like David Pacman.
Just like David Pacman.
Just like David Pacman. That's like a thing I've always felt like connected with. If I ever get to talk to David Pacman, that's going to be like the first thing I say out of my mouth.
Now, is Judaism
Yeah,
common in Argentina?
Yeah. What?
Is Judaism like common in Argentina? Because
It's like the 5th, 6th, or 7th largest population of Jews in the world, something like that.
okay. I was not aware of that.
Yeah, it's one of the only places that would, one of the only places that would take accepted all of that.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Let me check where it is now. It used to be like the 4th largest, but it's probably lower now. Let's see, by country.
What the first is?
It's the 6th. It's the 6th largest.
The first would have to be Israel, yeah.
Number 2 is the US, number 3 is France, number 4 is Canada, number 4 is the UK, and then Argentina.
Bro, the fact that US is number 2.
No, but that makes a lot of sense.
Israel is number 1. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
Well, here's an interesting question, just to sort of gauge, and because when I give you the actual number, I think that will help you understand a lot better. How many Jews do you think there are in the world?
Can I take a guess?
Both of y'all take that.
My guess right now, as it stands, is 12 to 14 million.
Okay. David? This is my dad's name, by the way.
You gotta think that they've probably populated hard fucking core after everything that they've done or went through. And Alex, that is a very, very number. But I'm gonna go.
Hold fire! I'm on your side.
I'm gonna say about 19, and I'm gonna make it even 20.
20 mil. 20 mil.
Not too far off. It's 15.8 million.
Oh, I will say, I just pick up a shit ton of information. I pick up a shit ton of information watching Tiny stream, watching Destiny stream. And actually, like 2 or 3 days ago, he had made mention that if you kill 15 million Jews, then they would no longer exist.
Pretty much.
He actually said that.
Now, if you include like half Jewish people, that goes up to 18.
Okay. So in the general realm, yeah.
In the general realm. Now, Israel has about 7.5 million, I think. Let me see.
That is surprising.
7.272.
So technically, we're both right.
Well, yeah, in a way.
Yeah. That's why you guys are pretty close. Yeah.
I'm just kind of shocked.
The US has 5.7.
Holy shit, I'm just actually really shocked that half of the world's Jews live in Israel. That's crazy.
Which is why when people say they're like style that's not the meta, we Jews kind of go, well, fuck you, dude, because half of the world's Jews live in Israel, and for you to say Israel shouldn't exist is kind of like not a super cool thing to say.
I don't even know if the chat projected my stream right now. Can I see if it's gonna like really cause like a major fucking echo if I bring you in? Because I had to mute part of my Steel Series. I had to mute my Steel Series so it didn't echo, but I've adjusted the levels a little bit. Can I see if I can bring that in without it causing an echo on your end?
Yeah, you can try.
All right, is it totally fucked now?
I don't know. I don't hear an echo right now. Now, here's another really
Okay,
interesting
cool.
question, right? So we have 15.8 million Jews in the world now. Now, here's the real question.
15.8 million, right?
15.8 million. Now, here's the real interesting question. How many Jews do you think there were in the world before the Holocaust?
I'm gonna say 50.
50 million?
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
10. I'm gonna say 10.
Okay. So 50 million is super high.
I'm just saying. Hitler killed a lot of them.
He only killed
Yeah.
6 million Jews, and he almost
6 million.
yeah.
Yeah, he killed 6 million. Yeah.
Billion?
6 million.
6 million. He only killed 6 million Jews.
Yeah.
And I didn't
So
mean
that
only,
was-
but yeah, he killed 6 million Jews.
That was 1/3 of the Jews in the world at the time, about a little over, and it was half of the Jews in Europe. There were 16.6 million Jews in the world at that time, which means we still haven't gotten back to the population that we were at before the Holocaust.
True.
After 80
We're
years.
getting close, but also we're having a whole bunch
I feel
of
like you're still afraid a little bit too to
Yeah, bro. Especially, I wasn't as much until all this shit happened with Hamas, and like a lot
Yeah.
of people around the world kind of started talking a lot of shit about us, like really openly.
Well, and that's also what's super interesting about that fucking guy that went and lit Shapiro's house on fire. Like,
Yeah,
there is so
although
much
I think
hate.
that dude, I think that dude was just fucking crazy.
What was this?
Yeah. There was a guy, you might not have seen it because I know you don't keep up with news like that. But what was it? 2 days ago, 2 nights ago? It was the day after Passover. Or it was Passover, right? Was Saturday? Was that Saturday?
It was Passover. They were having Passover dinner, I think.
They had Passover dinner, and then the night after that, or that night, a guy in Pennsylvania went to governor. He's Governor Shapiro, right?
Yep, Governor Josh Shapiro.
So governor of Pennsylvania went into his house, hopped over his fence. It was in his mansion. Hopped over his fence, climbed in a window with several makeshift Molotov cocktails out of beer bottles and lawnmower gas, and lit his house on fucking fire.
With them in the house.
With them in the house, him, his wife, and I think what, 2 kids? 2 kids, I think.
Something like that. I don't know how many kids exactly, but yeah.
So he just went in there as like technically a terrorist fucking flame bomb. And just
I'm
fucking-
glad that that's the first fucking word that you said. I am so glad that that's the first fucking word that you said.
But here's the thing. We don't know too much about the guy. He sounds like he's a fucking nutbag. I don't know if we're calling that a terrorist thing or just a fucking nutbag being a fucking nutbag at this point.
Almost anything nowadays that you do of that sort is technically terrorism.
It depends on your motivation, right?
Well, I mean, is that motivation towards what he did or who he did it against?
Yeah,
I mean,
he definitely
maybe
stated.
terrorism.
Well, that's the thing is we don't exactly know yet. He might, if it's politically motivated, then yes. But if it's politically motivated and he's just a fucking batshit crazy lone wolf nutso, I don't know, right? Like I don't know if we call that.
I mean, yeah, they can clarify that off of that. Like, if he actually had mental problems, then
Yeah.
Well,
they'll count him that.
here was my thing though, and this is what I was arguing last night on Jordan's stream, and not really arguing, but this was like my contribution to the discussion. And I'm still like, a lot of this is still being investigated, like his background and where he comes from and who he is. But at the same time, my argument was this was a very, very well thought out, premeditated act. And I'm not going to say well thought out, like, I would say it's almost kind of similar. We were just talking about Luigi Mangione last night, And that was a very well thought out
No,
act.
we know way more about the Luigi Mangione thing than this guy. We don't know hardly anything about what happened to this guy.
True, but the band-aid's just been ripped, right? Like, we didn't even know who Luigi was until, like, what, a week and a half after he
Yeah,
shot
but
this?
this happened this happened just a couple days ago. Like we're still
Right.
they're still investigating the whole thing.
Right, exactly. So we have no idea what's really going on with the situation here. But I would argue, like at the time when I first saw the assassination of the United Healthcare CEO, and I saw how it was conducted, and I saw like he hopped on a New York City rental bike and took
Oh
off.
shit, he has been charged. He has actually been charged with terrorism.
Yeah, and he's also facing the death penalty as well.
So he did get charged with terrorism?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, but again, charged doesn't mean convicted, right? So I still don't know what all the details are. We still are figuring out what the whole details are.
I think there's a strong argument for it.
Regardless of what he did, terrorism is first thing.
Is what? Sorry?
It's usually they're always first thing when it comes to like that kind of sort of thing.
Yeah, a charge of terrorism makes sense. Whether
But it's a
they
political
will
statement,
prove
yeah.
and convict him on terrorism is on that. Yeah.
May change, but as of right now, they always go with terrorism on that kind of aspect.
Well, and
Yeah, it seems like Luigi Mangione is getting it too because his thing was politically motivated. I can
Exactly.
absolutely see the argument for charging Luigi Mangione with terrorism.
which is also why this could be, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would argue that religious terrorism is every bit as bad, and it's actually been even more so condemned in recent history with
Yeah,
the
but
last 20
that
years of the Middle
seeing-
East.
So I'm seeing a lot of this guy like hating Democrats, not as much about him hating Jews. I
But
think
that would still
people
be
are
terrorism
saying
then.
the-
That's political.
the
That's
anti-
political.
Yeah, I think they're saying the anti-Semitism thing just because Josh Shapiro is Jewish.
Right. And he is a
as of-
Pennsylvania resident, so
What is that?
Pardon?
The anti-Semitism? What have you just said?
yeah, anti-Semitism
Yeah,
is a
anti-
hatred for anybody of Jewish faith.
Okay.
Yeah, it's racism against Jews.
Yeah.
Racism against Jews.
Had to ask about it.
Yeah, yep. Anti-Semitism
that's
is hating
the word.
somebody because they're a Jew.
Yeah, that's literally the word for racism against Jews.
Yeah.
Yep.
David, are you on Call of Duty?
So,
Huh?
Are you on Call of Duty?
I am.
Well, give me just let's keep talking, by the way, but I am just playing some Call of Duty in the background, and we should definitely get down. But
hey,
yeah,
you should follow me on Kick, brother. Come and watch my streams. I talk a lot about all this kind of shit. It's
dude,
really
you would
interesting.
you would have so much to gain from this because the community is so fun and quirky, and we're super vicious and very humble and very kind, and it's just a great place to chill, man. It's awesome. It's
Like I said, I never got into this kind of stuff, and I've always bothered it and ignored it. But in the same sense, now that it's gotten into the part of it, you need to pay attention to it. Like I have to pay attention because
well, and also
now,
there's certain information that you have, David, that's actually extremely valuable, right? Like you are you've always been a history buff. You've always been into like wars and global conflicts. Like most of the war movies that I've seen in my older age, I watched with you. Like obviously I watched Pearl Harbor and a lot of shit about World War II with my mom. But when it comes down to like even further back than that, like
Pearl Harbor is a terrible fucking movie.
it is fucking terrible, isn't it? But when I look like,
yeah, go ahead.
like I've watched. You were the person that showed me Hacksaw Ridge, and you've always been into like war movies and into like military conflict and stuff like that. Even as far back as like, I know one of your favorite movies is Braveheart.
Yep.
And has been for a very, very long time. Also, what was that movie with Matt Damon about the Brit? Oh, you were talking to me about it. I know it's still kind of like fictional for the most part. Matt Damon, Adam Driver. It was like England and fucking. Oh, I can't think of the name of the goddamn movie because I didn't watch it, but you told me about it. Super brutal, like Adam Driver. Kylo Ren was like fucking. Wasn't he graping somebody? Wasn't he like fucking abusing a woman? Or Matt Damon was?
Capture complete.
Well, that's not Star Wars.
Loading information.
No, it's not. David, what was that movie? It was like, what was it, The Kingdom or something like that?
Oh, no, yeah. Kingdom, yes.
Okay. Yeah, like you've always been into shit like that, and that actually does also hold a great value, especially when we look, and you've also watched a ton of World War II shit. So when we do talk about similarities, I think a lot of people forget about history in World War II, and they forget just how and this is fucked up to even say, but they forget just how charming Hitler was to the German people, right? So like what we're facing right now is we are seeing another level of fascism. It's very true that this is a fascist state. If you are going against the courts, if you are operating unilaterally the way that Trump is right now, I'm going to be honest with you. If you're operating unilaterally this way, in Western nations, this has been something that has not happened since Hitler and Mussolini. Since Germany and Italy were operating in World War II. This is a fact. And it's not that far yet, but it started off very similar to where it is now. There are a lot of similarities to it, and there is an actual playbook that authoritarian, like, if you look into cult leaders, if you look into like Charles Manson, Jim Jones, there is a fundamental playbook that they use to captivate and grasp these people. And they all use very similar tactics. I don't know if you've ever watched, David, have you ever watched How to Become a Tyrant on Netflix?
And that's still being played out as still today.
True. The thing is that there's always going to be a large group of people in the population that are going to look at a leader like this and say, this is going to be our saving grace. It has happened every single time. There is no oligarchy there. Well, oligarchies are a little bit different because sometimes they do just assume power, like they do in like Russia. They just assume power, and if you fucking disagree with the Russian government, you just die or you get thrown in a gulag, right?
Yep.
But in places where people are considering certain political powers as a beacon of hope, even though they're causing so much destruction, I would definitely say destruction. This is very dangerous. This is dangerous territory what we're in right now. But there are still a ton of people that do believe that he is here, he's going to be the saving grace. I hate to say like second coming of Christ, but there are people that really feel that way. And this is the playbook. This is how it's been in any authoritarian, or I guess I would say fascist. I guess I would say fascist regime, right? Like fascism.
Explain that by you doing that.
Do you agree with me saying that? Rather than like communism
fascism definitely usually has to deal with authoritarianism of the state. Usually with like an authoritarian leader, for sure.
And a lot of it has to do with isolationist policies. So you're isolating yourself from the rest of the world, which is something that dictators and oligarchs don't necessarily do. They automatically align themselves with other oligarchical regimes, which I'm not saying that we're not doing, but at the same time, like...
But you gotta think people, regardless of any cult, anybody themselves, period.
I think fascism is a very mild start to a authoritarian oligarchy. It starts off with like this isolationist, we should be for ourselves first, and all these people have been using and abusing us, and we need to care about ourselves and our own economy. And then it slowly builds and leads into like a dictatorship or an oligarchy where now you're just under the rule of a god king, like somebody that is the main ruler of all, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe not a main ruler of all, but
Nowadays, it's a little different. Back then it was. You can't say nowadays there's no king ruler because I mean, yes,
but
there is a leader.
In a sense, there is. In a sense, there is. You know what was the biggest show of the hand to me that this is where we're headed was the other day when they had the press conference inside of the Oval Office with all the secretaries. There was Tulsi there was Pam Bondi, there was Marco Rubio, RFK, and before they could even talk about any plans that they have for the country, they actually had to kiss the ring. They had to appreciate.
Bullshit. No,
100%. 100%.
Not literally, but figuratively.
Like they didn't kiss the ring, but they had.
Literally, they're still doing the whole kiss the ring shit. I was about to say
It's not like an actual kiss of the ring, but it's kissing the ass, basically. They're saying, "Oh, President, I'm so happy that you're doing this. We've deported so many people under your rule. Nobody else could have done this like you. You're the greatest thing that's ever happened to this country. And now I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do to further the plans that you've set in place," which is the same thing as kissing the ring without actually getting down on a knee and kissing a man's hand. And we would never go for that in America anyway. As soon as you see a man or a strong woman in power get down on a knee and kiss somebody's ring physically, like actually kiss the ring, we're gonna be like, these people are fucking insane. These people are fucking crazy. It's the closest thing that you can get to it, though. It's like me saying, "Oh God, David, I want to suck your dick so goddamn bad. You are the greatest thing since sliced bread." And fucking A, man. Every woman will be proud to have you, and every gay man would love to call you their boyfriend. But let me tell you why you should be with me. That's kind of exactly what happened.
I mean, any jester back in the day would fucking say some shit like that just to not go down the fucking hatch.
True, but I mean, this is like the modern day. Jordan, do you feel what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you? Does it sound accurate?
Yeah, I mean, like the way they're treating Trump is kind of insane. They're definitely giving him like the sort of treatment that traditionally we would never be okay with in the United States.
Actually, heard anything about how they're treating Trump as of right now? So can you at least give me a little term, not long term, but short term of what they're doing now?
I'm gonna link a video. I'm gonna send you a video of what they did in
it's just
the
like
office.
every time they start like a meeting or with the cabinet or whatever, before anyone speaks, the first thing they say is like, before we say anything, I just want to thank the bravery of President Trump for being able to stand up, and it's like every single one of them down the line does that.
True. And I mean, also, I would say that there another really good sign that's where it's headed is that you're seeing these people say, every single one of them has been like, "Trust me. I trust the president, and you should trust me, even though it's really fucking bad right now, and it looks really bad right now. Trust me, because it's gonna get better.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be great."
Yeah, like I don't want to fucking trust you. I want to see this. I want to see this stop. I want to see some actual good be done to the people. Like I don't give a fuck about trust. How about you actually show me that you're not fucking us right now? You know what I mean? Oh, I'm frying right now. My bad, boys.
Hey,
what's up, buddy?
Hey, not to change up subject.
What's up, good looking?
But have you heard about this little fungi thing that has been going around, which leads back to our little TV show that I have not watched fucking.
You're gonna scare me because episode 1 of Last of Us just came out, and you're gonna fuck me up. Like my brain is gonna be really nervous after this conversation. I haven't. What is it, like a cordyceps variant?
No. So real life. I promise you, you can look this shit up.
I believe you.
But supposedly, a spider got infected by whatever. They have no idea what it is. But the spider ended up biting a host, which was not a human, but it was another insect, and they ended up watching it, and it died 16 seconds later. Maybe because it was small of a host, I guess. Because how small it was.
Maybe some sort of a rabid, like a rabies, like super
fungi.
rabies.
And it was like an insect, but you know,
UAV standing by.
It growed fucking fungi on it outside of its body, and it growed into literally.
My bad. I had to say it.
I mean, that sounds like a cordyceps, right?
It does sound like cordyceps, which is the Last of Us. That's the Last of Us fungi.
Oh, weird. Because cordyceps is an actual fungi.
Yeah, that's why that's like one of the only.
God, it is.
So just to sort of ease your mind a little bit, brother. Cordyceps fungus exists in the real world. Insects can get infected by it and basically become zombie insects. That shit's been around for a long time.
Okay, so what if it actually does body humans? Per se.
Nothing's gonna happen. You'll be fine.
So it doesn't affect humans at this point. So the concept.
No.
Have you watched The
not
Last
at
of
any
Us?
point. It's been around for a really long time.
Have you watched or played The Last of Us?
The only reason they can do that to insects is because their brains aren't as like complex as ours are. They have like little nerve clusters, and so they're easily sort of susceptible to this kind of fungus.
Now, I will say the concept. I played both The Last of Us and I've watched the show, and the basic concept comes from like kind of trying to impose fear about climate change, because it's saying that if the Earth was to heat up on average, if the climate was to heat itself an average of 4 degrees hotter,
which will happen,
then the cordyceps fungus can have properties that will evolve to be able to affect mammals.
Based on what?
It's totally just a fallacy in the video game for sure. Like, there's no like true science that's proven it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's no true science that's proven it. I think it's definitely more as like a catalyst to try to encourage people to worry a little bit about climate change. And I do respect it a lot more than I respect like some rabid, like a rabies outbreak that's going to turn everybody into fucking Walking Dead zombies, right? Like I just don't give that credit. And I would much rather respect coming at it from a climate change sort of perspective. But,
I wouldn't worry too much about cordyceps, guys.
Yeah, I'm not. I think it's a cool story. But yeah, there's.
I didn't think that it was gonna like turn people into fucking zombies or fungi or getting disease. And I think it's so cool that the fact that The Last of Us, and then like the fact that the whole concept still actually exists of giving other whatever fungi fucking disease or whatever case.
Right.
So.
Right.
There are bees that do some shit like that too. Hang on, let me find the thing.
Well, and also we should be worried about measles right now, brother. Like if you're gonna worry about anything, worry about measles, worry about polio, worry about that shit coming back into schools, because we do have some very active anti-vaxxers at this point now, and that is extremely fucking dangerous in real time, not only for us but for our kids. Like we're not susceptible to measles or polio because we have vaccines that prevent it. But there are people that are going to try their best.
I don't know what the fucking things are for that. So it's like here lately it's been what, loss of fucking voice and cough, cold.
Polio causes permanent paraplegia. So FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, had polio, and it caused him to be crippled in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. And if he would not have gotten certain medicinal components that were available to him back then, he would have absolutely died. Probably one of the most excruciating deaths that you can imagine.
The last guy in an iron lung died like a couple years ago.
Yeah. And we definitely don't want that type of shit coming back, because it's terrible shit, man. It's horrible.
Yeah, but it probably will. With all these anti-vaxxers.
Fucking COVID times 20.
COVID is a walk in the park compared to polio.
And measles, for that matter. Like, measles is fucking terrible, dude.
Measles is not that terrible, but, you know, a couple hundred kids would die every year from it.
Yeah.
Until we had the vaccine. And now that's like...
Have you had measles?
A couple have died already. No, I had a vaccine.
Yeah, me as well.
I never got a vaccine.
And you have too, David. Like, that's the only reason... That's the only way that we curbed measles and polio is through the vaccine. So the fact, like, listen, look, my dad was a huge...
I can't take a video on.
Give me just a second. I'm right in the middle of this game. My dad was like...
He's not in the middle of a game. He's jerking off right now.
I am. I'm banging it. I'm banging it hard to measles and mumps, dog. Like, I'm fucking... I'm sick. I'm sick stroking right now.
Gym right now.
My dad was very concerned about mRNA in particular. Just because
traditional vaccine vectors.
I believe so too. I think his biggest concern about mRNA was that it doesn't like directly change the genome or DNA, but it can
it's not like it's fucking CRISPR or anything.
Yeah, true. I mean, true. But he had concerns that it was going to manipulate his DNA, which I don't think.
Why?
Just from the nature of the vaccine, but I don't think that he would feel the same way if we were talking about like stem cells, right? Like if we're talking about stem cells,
which actually do,
it does directly affect the genome and the actual DNA in your body. Stem cells does accelerate certain parts of your DNA, and it's you know, people use it all the time for even simple things like muscle recovery and bone recovery. So, at least with COVID, it was the one thing that we did have that was able to, at the time, break the curve. What was it? What was the term? Slow the curve, not slow the curve, but stop the curve.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And guess what? Ultimately, it worked. You know, it did work. COVID has slowed down tremendously. Of course, we might get it every now and then, but
well, really, what's happened is it's mutated into way less deadly strains. What usually happens when you have a disease that jumps across the population like that, because it becomes more deadly. That means the hosts are likely to die more quickly and not spread to other people before the host dies, which means that obviously the virus won't continue to propagate.
Right.
So it's natural for a disease, usually, especially one that's like flu-like, to mutate to a less deadly variant over time.
Right. Bro, you need to populate your fucking name to the fucking highest tower, so then when if shit does go down, you fuck up.
They're just gonna call me fucking Fauci or whatever, whoever the else is the fucking scapegoat.
They call me Dad.
That's not my name.
Hey, you make me comfortable if you're on that ship.
Hey, look, I'm trying, man. That's what I'm doing my stream for, you know? Bigger I get, more people I can talk to. What I want to do.
I mean, have you gotten yourself into anything else? Like, I mean, I don't know what you're into right now, but are you like big up into a lot of your shit, like with say educational shit or whatever?
Like what do you mean?
Like, did you go to school for any of this, or?
most of this, no. Like, I studied 2 things at school. I studied computer science and I studied acting, actually.
Well, acting's fucking dope as shit, and computer science that's fucking a plus. I mean,
Yeah, pretty dope. Yep. But no, I just taught myself, I study a lot when it comes to this sort of stuff because I want to know my stuff. So when I'm debating, I don't, find myself with my fucking thumb up my ass, not knowing what I'm talking about. Yeah.
ask Alex. Hey, the whole acting shit, I love that shit. Like, I will fucking imitate anybody you want to or try
Hell
to.
yeah.
But
Hell
Alex,
yeah, bro.
I make
I
this
do I do a shitty Trump impression a lot while I'm on stream.
Ooh,
It's not very good.
let me hear it.
Oh. Shit, it has to be in the moment. But let's see. What should I say, bro? Alex, what should I say? Give me a Trump line.
Ooh, Alex definitely knows the Trump line.
Oh,
He's on here anymore.
yeah, what did he do? Where'd he go? Where'd you go?
Where'd you go? All my great Americans. I don't
All
know.
my great Americans, listen. We are going to make America great again. That's not even my best. That was awful. I've had like different ones throughout the years. Right when he was elected, I did it like this. But now I do it a little bit more expressive. Actually, this is not so bad. I should combine those somehow. Um,
Not letting me do the whole something.
Another really good one that I like to do. This one right here. This is probably one of my favorite presidents over the last 20, 30 years because he talked about hope. And hope's important.
Dude, this is fucking good.
And then my best one is, my fellow Americans.
George Bush.
No, earlier than George Bush
Uh,
from Arkansas. I'll give you a hint. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
the fact that you brought that, dude, that shit is fucking good.
There it is. No, let's see. Bush.
God,
Listen,
but hey, you did that shit
listen.
100 like on point.
We are gonna get the terrorizers, okay? We're gonna take them out, all right? And the people who knock these buildings down, they'll be hearing from us soon.
That's a that dude. Shit. That's it. This is good.
Fun. It's always fun. A lot of fun.
It actually is really fun. So, is there any other imitations that you can do?
I have a few here and there. My best thing is just accents, actually. Like I'm actually really good at accents.
No funny, no like cartoons, no anything like that.
Um, I used to do some that were okay. I can do an okay Peter Griffin. It's
Ooh,
it really it depends on the day, you know. But this is okay. This is an okay Peter.
Mark a drop point.
Um,
the fact you said Peter.
Peter. Let's see. I used to be able to do a very good steer, but
Actually,
it's
that is actually pretty
yeah.
actually.
I can always do this really well. Well, hello, Brian.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
My bad.
let
My
me-
bad, buddies. My brother called me. One of my brothers called me real quick. Sorry
You're
about that,
good. You're
guys.
good. I'm just doing some impressions.
He is cracking me up right now. Hold on.
Bro,
I
he's
could do. I can do a pretty good Bill Cosby, but I'm outside and my Bill Cosby is real loud, and I know people are going to hear me. It's a very cartoonish Bill Cosby,
But
Yes.
children, it works very well with,
Yes.
with the
Yes.
pudding.
Dude, I fucking love it. Dude, Jordan, Jordan, tell him about the time that you held the gold medal and what were you doing when you held the gold medal? Yeah, yeah. Or Sosa is. I don't think Jordan plays Call of Duty.
No, I'm on that Assassin's Creed right now.
Assassin's Creed, Dave,
Just Call of Duty right now.
Dave the Diver. Sosa, 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 you know I play fucking a little bit of everything, man. Always have, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just scared if I play another game and I come back to this one, I'm gonna be shit even if I stop for a week. So I want to keep the momentum going. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it,
once you
man.
get it in that groove, you don't want to lose it. You know, that's what I'm sure.
I get that.
I get it, man.
I want to play the fucking. I want to try Fortnite. I just want to because my kids enjoy it so much.
Bro, me and
Bro, Fortnite's been fucking so much advanced and it's so much fun.
Me and-
I don't know what, but I
me
loved it.
and David rocked Fortnite for a while, and we were crushing shit.
Dude, Casper and Cosmic were hating on Fortnite last night in stream, yo.
That's all I don't know why. They got better skins than Call of Duty. Like all their operators look open than the shit you get on COD right now, and that's a fact.
Well,
Fortnite has so much more emotes, so much more skins, so much
So much more stuff.
Battle Pass is even more badass.
I would
The only
assume.
thing it don't have is custom guns, where we can have our own type shit. Or I just see.
Have that. I wish.
I would assume the buddies Casper and Cosmic probably are more into like story-driven games. Like I know for a fact, Casper's super into Baldur's Gate. I've been
Baldur's
super.
Gate is so fucking good though, bro.
Dude, did you just hear about patch 8 that just dropped today? The 12 new subclasses.
No.
12
Oh
new
my
subclasses, dude. One of them's a fucking
I already
pirate.
played that game like 3 fucking times.
I know, but I want to play it as a pirate. Or like a mage vampire or some shit like that. I'm
pirate.
That's crazy.
Yup. You can play as a vampire now. They got like 8
I would
new
roll as a
subclasses.
vampire. I would definitely be a vampire.
In front of you just makes me want to just have you fucking just give me a fucking sample right now.
Baldur's Gate? You want a sample of Baldur's Gate on my stream right now?
I would have a fucking blast with you in front of that.
Dude, if you you would freak the fuck out playing Baldur's Gate. That game is like literally one of the greatest games I think I've
Dungeons and
ever played.
Dragons. It's
Yeah.
literally video game version of Dungeons and Dragons.
With a
That's
crazy
insane.
fucking with
That's
a
a
crazy
good analogy,
story.
too.
You can literally fuck anybody in the game. It's super fucking.
Wait. I can fuck.
Yeah, you can
You
fuck
really-
everybody in the game.
Oh,
No, not everybody in the game. You know, there's kids in that game, right?
Yeah, true.
oh damn.
True.
You can't.
Not
Can't
the
Diddy
kids.
fuck that. Yeah,
Not like
can't
the
do that. Ain't no
tieflings.
Diddy shit.
Yeah, not like the tieflings or nothing like that. But yeah, you can fuck all your companions. You can fuck all the companions.
All your companions.
This ain't like
Crazy.
party. We ain't fucking with it.
You'll be playing the game in the middle of the game. You'll have one of your dude companions walk on up to you, and they'll like promiscuously come on to you and be like, "Hey, you know, I've been seeing you for a while," and you're just like, "Nah, bro, you know, I don't feel the same way. I feel this way about
Whoa.
Shadowheart. I feel this way about Shadowheart, dog. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
but
fuck-
I always play that game as a chick with a dick, and then I fuck the girls. And
Yes,
Yeah.
you fucking
Yeah.
yes. Fucking yes, bro. So I see you, bro. I'm gonna put my camera on too. Yeah,
I
man.
turned it on finally.
Baldur's Gate. Look at the fucking setup, Sosa. I see you, boy.
Hey, that's what I said. I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
I swear to God, we having fun with no.
Yeah, I got the synth over there too. That's not hooked up currently. It's the analog synth.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's fucking nasty as fuck.
That's the music king right there, boy. That's the music
Hey.
fucking king right there.
I'll
Yeah.
be every motherfucking day trying to do something.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can do. What happened to your camera, by the way, Scarecrow? It tells me to try again when I look at your camera.
Yeah, I can't put it
Yeah,
on
but
Discord
they-
because I'm streaming.
Oh,
Get your
that's
shit
why.
together, bro.
I got it. That's because he's streaming right now. He's streaming
I
again.
know. I'm just fucking with
That
you.
YouTube shit, man. David, I'm about to invite you, man. Let's fucking run it up, dude.
Oh, bro.
I gotta hit that Master Prestige, man. I'm one level away from fucking Prestige 9.
Oh shit.
I'm almost
Gotta
there.
Who got
I get
who
it.
got a refund today?
Already master prestige, my brother.
What's up, Jordan?
Who got a refund?
A refund?
It's tax day today, baby. Who got a
Oh,
refund?
oh man, I got. Oh man, I'm gonna put this shit on stream, dude. I got fucking like 12 grand in fucking child support, dude. I don't get a refund ever.
Oh,
I get
shit.
none of that. I get none of that, brother. I've been on child support
That's
since I
tough.
was 16 years old, bro. Like,
Damn.
I don't get none of that shit.
No.
But it's cool. It's cool. Actually, I've stacked like. Actually, Jordan, I want to ask you. So, I don't even know if you would know about this, but I've stacked like 3 of my refund checks now, and I'm just gonna cash all those bitches in and just try to pay it off.
Yeah,
Am
I
I,
mean,
am I breaking laws? Like, am I going to jail for this?
no. If you
Okay.
haven't cashed them in, it's still a valid check.
I've paid all my taxes. I just haven't cashed out any refunds. Actually, during COVID, the IRS told me that I wasn't a real person for some reason. And
There's going to be a lot of that coming up.
yep, that's coming too. That's coming too. But yeah,
I got a nice little $650 coming back.
oh shit, big spender, big spend. Fuck, man. But
That's actually a low refund. Usually I get like $1,500, $2,000.
I know. And you live in fucking what, Marina Del Rey?
Yes, sir.
Fuck, dude, 650 is like groceries for
Where the
like
fuck's
2
that?
weeks for you. Fuck, man.
That's in west side Los Angeles.
Damn.
Like I'm like a 5-minute walk from Venice Beach, right next to Santa Monica.
The skate park fucking capital of the world. Sosa.
The place next to
That's where I would be at right now.
Sosa, that's your
Or right
fucking jam, bro.
My sister's filmed a lot of shit over at that skate park.
David, join the party, man. We're about to fucking hit it. We're about to hit a 90.
All the way there tonight, bro. We just
Sosa, you're breaking up. You're breaking up a little bit, brother.
Okay, good. That's not just me. I was hoping that wasn't just me.
yeah, it does that sometimes. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear
Yeah. Tell David to get his ass in here. I don't care if he's drunk. I don't care if we're winning.
you. I'm getting
just wanna
it.
buy
I had a
today.
rough day at work, dude. I'm drinking myself, man. I had a rough day at work, dude.
I'm smoking too, so I'm high. Shit.
Man, I had a rough day too, sitting on my ass.
I fucking love that. How's Mika doing? How's the queen?
Mika's chilling. She's sleeping right now. She still got her birthday bandana on.
Fuck yes. And she was
You know,
looking.
I waited for you to come on stream to feed her that cake.
You know what? And she was so happy, dude. She was so fucking happy when she ate that cake, dude. And the hat, even though she fucking hated it, she was the birthday queen.
But she chilled with it when I told her to.
David, join the party. I'm sending you invite after invite, motherfucker.
What the fuck you mean?
I sent you 12 invites.
Hey, I got a content challenge for us, bro, that we're gonna do for a duo stream. By the way,
Okay, I'm down with that.
no, listen, it's gonna suck. It's gonna really fucking suck.
All right, let's fucking go. What is this?
We're gonna make a video where me and you play on mouse and keyboard for the first time, and we don't stop till we get it up.
Oh shit, dude. We're gonna be on this for like 2 weeks, bro.
We're gonna be running around looking stupid with a mouse and keyboard, bro. I already know what it is.
Dude, I'm sniping, dude. Fuck that. My movement is gonna be absolutely
I don't blame
trash
you.
on mouse and
I
keyboard.
don't blame you.
And I do play mouse and keyboard in certain games, but not in FPS. Like I just don't do that.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be funny though.
David,
It'll be funny as shit.
David, join the party, motherfucker.
I just asked you, are you Dark Frost?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, he's Alex.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. But I am
Hey,
Dark Frost.
Between you and your kids, bro, you guys almost have like similar fucking names. I'm just sorry.
No, the kids now, they're Melon or something. I think they're Melon now.
Oh, fuck no. Unless you guys switch to like left those accounts.
No, Dark Frost is me. Join my party because Sosa's already in here. There we go. All right.
No,
Oh, he got kicked.
You
There it is.
no, right there. There you go.
There it is.
there it is.
Sosa's about to hit 35 on us. He's about to fucking.
Maybe. I'm trying to get that 40, really. I'm trying so hard, bro.
I know, man. You've been close. You've been close as fuck.
Hey, heard a lot of this shit about fucking this casual.
Jordan, are you streaming tomorrow night? You've got to be streaming tomorrow night.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Is anything else tomorrow night? Do you know? I'm going to.
Yeah, it's on
Yeah, I think
Wednesdays,
so.
yeah.
How was the?
That's
how was
cool.
the
I
extra
like
stream?
when there's anything else because then Destiny's stream runs into my stream, which means,
Exactly.
you know, at the end, y'all can be like, yo, we're going over to Jordan's stream.
How was the extra anything else this week? I didn't get to see it because it was on Saturday and I was watching the UFC fights and shit.
I mean, I saw some of it. It was anything else, you know?
There we go. Yeah. Dan still can't get it up. It's all good.
Dan can't get it up.
Can't get it. Can never get it up.
No. Dude, speaking of Daniel Liddick's nicknames for me are fucking hilarious.
That dude is fucking ridiculous with the shit. That dude is
With
so
the gups.
with the gup shit, dude.
With the little gup nicknames.
The Guppo Rubio, the fucking Trende de Gupwa. Like he's
Trende
fucking
Gupwa
wild.
is wild, bro.
Bro.
But
He is so wild.
Gupton Bieber is fucking diabolical.
Yeah, Gupton Bieber is actually crazy fucking work. Actually,
He
crazy.
called me in Destiny's chat today. He called me Guptimus Prime.
I fucking love that. I would use that as a fucking Facebook surname, dude. 100%. I would use that as my Facebook name. Actually, my
I was
name.
like, let's go.
Do you watch Always Sunny by any chance?
I'm not up on like the last few seasons, but up until that point, yeah.
So my Facebook name is Brian Lefebvre. And that's like
Oh,
Dennis's.
remind me.
That's like Dennis's like moniker when he's like trying to take over this Ponzi scheme. It's actually I think it's actually timeshare. He's like getting into timeshare and he's going into this like major convention and he's pretending to be this guy, this world-renowned marketer named Brian Lefebvre, which is hilarious because I sell timeshare. That's actually my job. I sell timeshare. I don't.
Okay.
I'm not in sales anymore. I'm in upper management now. But I've sold timeshare like for years and years.
A whole Discord.
So I'm Brian Lefebvre, and he gets like cornered by like the FBI and shit, and they're like, "Sir, you've been running under the moniker Brian Lefebvre for the last 2 weeks, and we need to ask you who you really are." And he's like, "I'm Brian Lefebvre. I'm Brian Lefebvre." So like on Facebook, I'm Brian Lefebvre. Even my kid's grandma on their Puerto Rican mom's side is like, "Hey, Brian Lefebvre." She's like, "Hey, Brian Lefebvre."
Okay.
I'm like, "Anna, stop. You've known me for fucking 12 years, dude. Stop it." But she's like, "Yeah, he's Brian Lefebvre now." I'm like, "Fuck it, I'll own it, dude. Whatever."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Trying to find us some money. Should be a
Yeah,
lot of
so-
money here, but there's not.
I got us a little 2050, 2550. Dude, the YouTube stream with the fucking Hellions logo and the new sponsor, the new affiliate sponsor, that shit is looking nice, dude.
I just killed a Master for Siege 114. He was trying to like, I don't know what he was trying to do.
Hey, just so you know, there are snipers out like fucking crazy. I was trying to parachute.
Oh yeah, I'm a sniper too. I've been using the HER a lot.
I mean, I'm just saying, that there's already sniper galore.
I'm dropping my money on buy. Y'all can take it.
Area, there is for sure.
Kill that one in the front.
Dude, I got
You know I got you, baby. You know I got you.
I got 7,000 on me. There's still one back there.
Oh, another one right here by the truck. Got him. Oh, we working in sync right now, boys.
All right. Well, I had to grab some. I had no pistol.
My bad, Jordan. For the most part, I just be like Call of Duty streaming, honestly. But I do
Don't
want
mind
to.
it.
I do want to move towards. I think I want to like schedule on the weekends when I'm like not drinking, like early Saturdays or early Sundays. I do want to schedule like some actual conversation streams.
Sure.
But I don't want to do it at the same time. Maybe Sunday's a better day. You don't stream on Sundays, right?
I don't stream on the weekend. I'm Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah, I might pull up on Sundays for the actual talking point streams. But I do want to start getting back into like streaming Call of Duty because I
I need a little bit more money.
me and the guys here. I'm dropping it on by. Me and the guys, we're working towards some real. First off, I have a couple of really good friends at Call of Duty, so we're starting to work back towards fucking getting into.
I'm definitely making it to Iridescent or Crimson this year, or this next update
Yeah, for
for
sure.
rank.
For sure.
I want to. I want you to grind with me too.
I will grind with you. I want to fucking put my rank on the stream and everything like that. But at the same time, I do hold a ton of value in like certain other things that I kind of just want to keep separate. I might even make a separate channel for it and just use what was the program that you were using or that you sent me today, Sosa? It's not
The
Meld.
Meld?
Yeah.
Meld or whatever.
Meld.
Yeah, it's like OBS.
It's
The
like
new one.
it's like OBS except it's super fucking clean. And I
I
think
use Prism.
There's somebody in here.
okay. Steel Series, huh? Is it Steel Series Prism or is it just a standalone?
Prism is a streaming software.
Back in the building.
Is it through Steel Series?
Down.
It's like OBS,
There's two.
but it lets me
Help off.
multi-stream
we got 'em.
right from the app I'm using.
Yeah, I use Steel Series GG because all of my like my mouse, my keyboard, and my headphones are Steel Series, and that has I believe that does have Steel Series Prism, Steel Series Sonar, which is what I use to route my audio, and a couple other programs for like clipping and shit like that. Steel Series Moments.
Cool. Yeah, so I actually use two computers when I'm streaming. I
Yeah.
use my gaming computer that you all see.
And then you
then I
got your
have a
stream deck
Mac.
that runs the fucking actual stream.
Yeah, then I have a MacBook Pro for actually doing the streaming.
So you
And
capture
I
card
route-
through both of them, yeah.
I capture card and then I route my microphone audio over my network.
I hear action over the train station.
All right, I'm coming with
There's
you.
somebody right here. Be
It's like
careful
a
with them.
VDAM.
I'm pulling up.
That one there looks a little sus.
Did I just
There's
fucking
some action
run
out
by you?
here.
Damn, girl, you got a cute butt, Sosa. Where you get that from?
I'm wall banging.
Down. Killed.
Careful. There's another one back there.
Down. One more.
Right there.
Thurston. Yep, he's done. Both of
He
them.
killed me.
No! No, he had himself. Fuck. He had himself, dude. And there was like 6 teams over there, dude. That was wild.
Solid work evading the enemy. You're clear for now.
I'm in the back.
Nice. Nice. Oh, David. Oh, David and Octopus are. Oh, David's the last man. Oh shit. There's still a couple in there. Play your life, bro.
Gulag is your last chance. Fight to earn redeployment.
There's no way, bro. Get me out of here. This is bullshit. Ain't no fucking way.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking
They're
heavy.
ready to fight. Be ready. You're next.
Mark me by. Mark me by.
I think I'm gonna make a second. Oh, we're all in the gulag. We can't mark a buy. Yeah,
I'm dead.
I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
make a
dead,
second
dude.
channel, and I'm gonna use the other software to actually run that, just so it's a little bit cleaner. I don't have to like add all the extra overlays and shit for like just chatting stream.
Yeah.
But I kind of
I
want
try to keep mine mostly clean, right?
Yeah, of course. Your stream is very clean. And I do kind of want to set my Discord up a little bit like yours, so I might use yours as like a starter template, because that's how a political stream actually runs. Like, you have topics for stream, you have certain study materials, you have like certain rooms where people can just go and have their own conversation. Oh, dude, fuck this. What the fuck lobby did I put us in? Holy shit. I'm gone.
That is just chalk.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna separate it.
Did you see yesterday? I don't know if I said this, did you see that Cosmic actually subscribed?
I did not, but that is fucking dope.
Cosmic subscribe.
Cosmic's actually a real one though, man. Cosmic is really fucking cool. I don't know if it's a guy, girl. That's a really fucking cool person, man.
He's an Ethiopian dude.
No shit.
Yeah, he came on chat. And
I love you, David. I love you, David. You make me hard. Sosa, come drop your money.
Hey, oh shit, no, shit, I need.
Yeah, go inside. Go inside. Fuck it. Hold your
But Cosmic and I, like, we started chatting in Tiny Stream about astrophysics, actually, and cosmology.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Physics is like one of my absolute big time passions, especially astrophysics.
Some of it gets pretty deep for me, but I am I do understand certain philosophical concept.
So this is less about philosophy and more
just yeah.
Yeah, like space science, I guess.
Cause and effect. Cause and
money.
effect. Laws of the universe.
More like the physics of like black holes,
Yes.
and like that kind of stuff.
So if I fall into a black hole right now, do I wormhole or do I just fall into the abyss?
I mean, we don't know, but what most likely happens is as you're falling in, time slows down for you. So depending on the size of the black hole, the entire history of the universe will go by before you actually reach
Okay.
the center of the black hole because of time dilation.
Time dilation, right? So
You'll
time
also
acts
go
differently
through something
without.
called
I'll drive.
spaghettification,
Okay.
where shearing, because of the gravitational effects of the black hole, it warps space-time around it so that, one part of your body got a little closer to the black hole will become under stronger gravitational effects, then parts of your body got farther away. So eventually you'll get sort of squeezed out into a long thin fuse until eventually you're just stripped down into like a single line of molecules.
I was just about to say, does that like actually break down the map? Like, absolutely. Well, first off, in that state, does gravity even exist anymore, or are you just like kind of
Marking
Hey,
target
kill 'em.
location.
Gravity is like the main functional mechanism when we're talking about the effects of a black hole.
Are you a Marvel fan? I know you're a Star Wars fan. Are you a Marvel fan?
Me?
Yeah. Okay, so Loki,
Yeah.
season 2, when they actually spaghetti into
Man, if they can throw rocks at you, you can fuck kill them.
when they spaghetti into like strands of themselves, that's
They're
probably fairly accurate, maybe, from what we can understand. No.
No, that's totally not even related. So, have you ever seen like an artist's depiction of like a star next to a black hole?
I don't think I have. I've seen like
Stun thrown.
Like, I was super into space when I was young, but I wasn't, like, totally well versed or understanding of what it all meant. I know it kind of, like, pulls... It literally
fucking camping,
energy
bro.
of it, right?
They're literally camping in that building, bro.
Send me a picture of that shit.
Yeah, I'm about to.
It's such a bad game.
It started off shitty, though, to be fair.
Chassis inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Okay. Let me
Worst
check.
game tonight for sure.
That's the worst game I played all week. Yeah.
David.
Okay, yeah.
They hit us hard that time. Dust yourself off, regroup, and
The
get back
vacuum.
out there.
Follow that. Watch this. There's an animation. You get all like stretched out like that.
Okay, it's literally a vacuum. It's literally sucking. Not. I won't say sucking.
So everything.
Hey, nice meeting you, Jordan.
Are you taking off?
Yeah, I'm out of here.
All right, good to meet you too, buddy. You should come by for my stream sometime, bud.
I'll shoot you the link, man.
Hey, for sure, shoot me the link.
Here, I'm gonna shoot.
Yeah,
I'm gonna shoot it to
awesome.
you right now. It's up. You can join the Discord too and just kind of hang out.
Yeah, join my Discord.
But I'm gonna send you his kick link. Yeah, that's kind of fucking wild, actually.
There's a lot of shit going on in animation too. There's a lot of features that I can talk about.
Hold on, how do I share your kick stream? Fuck it, it's just kick.com/Jordan World.
Yeah, but like you can also copy it in the general, right? You can copy it from the general.
Okay, cool. I got you. My bad, Sosa. The fucking skill base was kicking our ass right there.
I don't think it was skill based. I think it was just ratty as shit.
Okay, I got it right here.
That was my bad, guys, too. My ass.
No. You held your own, bro. You definitely held your own, man. Me and Sosa.
Everybody and their mama was fucking running and fucking hiding from me.
That shit was fucking wild, dude. That shit was wild.
Their asses were like, oh shit, Sosa's in the fucking lobby. Oh shit.
Here we go. I'm sending it to your text right now. Go ahead and sub to bro, man. Honestly, you probably don't have kick, do you?
I'm just a TikTok streamer for the most part.
No, yeah, I was talking to David. My bad.
Yeah.
I know you do TikTok, Twitch, and shit like that. David, do you have kick?
No, but I'll get it.
Make you a real quick account, man. Jordan's stream is really fucking awesome, man. It's a really good time, dude.
I got your link. I just seen it fucking pop up. So
yeah, make you an account, man.
Follower number 82. Let's go.
Fuck, man, I kind of need a cigarette after that fucking garbage.
Hey, that was actually fucking garbage.
That was fucking garbage. That was garbage. I haven't had a game like that in fucking a month.
2018.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Have a good night, David. Love you, man. Be careful, dude.
Yeah, love you guys.
Yeah, man.
Good meeting
You have a good one.
Stay safe, brother.
You too, guys.
Stay dangerous.
Yep, later late.
All right, brother.
Bro, that was a quad game.
I know, man.
I ain't never met quads ratting like that, bro. Never.
Me either. They were fucking playing super fucking weird, dude. I'm gonna put my shit on intermission for a minute. I'm gonna be right back, chat.
Yo, Alex.
Yo.
You ever seen a genuine real life picture of a black hole?
Dude, this is some shit that I even think that Sosa would fucking love, dude, because this is wicked. I've never seen like a true...
Do you want to see it?
Oh, fuck yes, I do. Me and Sosa have been into shit like this for a long fucking time, dude. check this shit out. Sosa, I want to send you all these.
We just keep on
That kind of does make sense though, because it.
never really getting nowhere. It's like we keep
Right,
on
right.
talking,
You'll never make it back from that. Like that's the end.
saying nothing. On different sides, on different times,
No, I will say Sosa.
we ain't changing.
Sosa as a Photoshop artist though, if you were to, yeah, but as a graphic designer, because when you see this definitely is what I would consider to be.
Stuck in a ways we ain't changing. Can't read your mind and I've really tried. You won't let me in like we're strangers. Say opposite, supposed to attract, but we both can tell it feels off and should let it go. But somehow we fold and it happens way too often. We're so different, we're so different. Like we agree, make it fit in. It's just like we're so different, we're so different. I don't quite understand you. It's just like we're, act just like we're fine, but this just ain't it. But every time we try, we end up back here. No, we don't stand our ground, come back 'cause we're scared. On different sides, on different times, on different times. Can't read your mind, I've really tried. You won't let me in, like we're strangers. Say opposite, supposed to attract, supposed to attract.
Yeah, but I just hate that it takes so long to. I do hate that.
Big,
That's
dog.
fucking.
Space
Yeah.
is fucking big.
If we had the ability to go at the speed of light, we'd be fucking Gucci. But I mean, I don't think human, like physically possible. I don't think it's possible for a human to go that fast without dying.
No, so technically, no matter can be accelerated to the speed of light. That's impossible.
So,
It's
the
physically
rules-
impossible.
Yeah,
so how
the
close?
rules of the universe don't
How
allow
close is
for it.
CERN got? How close is the Higgs, or not the Higgs boson, but how close is like the Hadron Collider got to simulating the speed of light? Because that's like the global equivalent of what
I
our
saw that they were
technology is, I
studying
think.
particles and trying to figure out how a black hole was made.
So
I saw.
sometimes they smash photons together, so 100%.
Okay. Okay.
Because photons are packets of light, right?
Right.
But like the hadron, the Large Hadron Collider can accelerate things to what, like 99.99. So particles are a little different.
But that's probably still not even really scratching the surface, though, right?
All right, so the LHC can accelerate non-light particles.
You want me to start a run?
They can accelerate them to 99.9999991% the speed of light.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty fucking close, you guys.
Real close. But
So
it's different, you know. Here's the thing. So what's the most important equation when we're talking about light? Do you guys know? It's a real famous one.
Is this
Sure.
I was gonna say relativity, but not. It's not relativity.
It is.
Okay. All right. I thought it was
You
relativity.
know what
but,
that equation is?
I
You know the equation.
I want to say something real
You know the
stupid like E
equation.
equals MC squared, but
That's the equation.
yeah, I thought so. The
that's the
theorem of
equation.
relativity is E equals MC squared, which
Yeah, do you know what each of those things stand for?
E, I would assume E is what? Earth?
Energy.
Energy. Okay. Earth.
Energy equals mass
mass
times the speed of
times
light squared.
Okay.
Right? So
Right.
M is mass, C is the speed of light squared, right?
Mhm.
Which means if you want to accelerate something to the speed of light, right, you have to do two things. So first we have to shift mass over. So we're going to have energy divided by mass, right? And then you have to square root. So you're going to have the square root of energy divided by mass, which means the more you increase your mass, the more energy you need exponentially to reach the speed of light. But it's actually an asymptote, right? That's an asymptotal equation, which means you can never actually reach C. You can only get close and close and close to it.
Right.
And
The closer you
everything
get,
we know,
the
because
closer
no
you
matter
get,
what,
it
the
doesn't-
more energy you reach, the more energy you use, it's still square root,
You
right?
still
So it's
maintain
still
that
going to be less than
distance.
C.
Right.
And every experiment we've ever done only continues to prove that. Every calculation we've ever done only continues to enforce that. So, through conventional means, reaching the speed of light by accelerating something will not work. But
Exactly. It sounds just like software development where everybody's trying to fucking make an analog emulation, but you'll never actually get the exact perfect fucking sound.
Right.
Oh, bro.
Sounds like you'll never reach.
But yeah, and
Speaking of analog, the
and
way
analog
that's
emulation
analogous,
is dumbing
the
it
way
down
that's
to speed of
analogous
sound.
to scientific theories being models for the actual universe, but not actually being representative one-to-one of the universe, is a really interesting thing that exists. But that's a whole other topic as well.
So do you want me to run one more, or do you want to just chill and talk about this for a minute? Because this is fucking fascinating to me. It's totally.
We can do both. It don't
right,
matter.
I'll run one more, but yeah. Holy shit! I love this type of shit.
So as we know from the theory of special relativity, and specifically when we look at the equation G equals mc squared, you cannot accelerate matter to the speed of light, right? You can't do that. But there might be some workarounds.
Wormholes, maybe.
So that is one potential workaround.
Okay.
There are a bunch of different ways to think about making a worm.
Time bending.
Well, no.
That might be relative to wormholes as well.
So wormholes are about connecting one place in three-dimensional space to another place in three-dimensional space. Currently, the prevailing models for wormholes require the existence of negative math, which is theoretically possible, but has yet to be demonstrated. Right? So we don't know if that's even possible. The far more interesting solution to me is something called, well, it was a metric created by a Mexican physicist called Alcubierre, the Alcubierre metric. And what it has to do with is, and this is really interesting, this is about as close as we can come to
Alcubierre.
Alcubierre.
Alcubierre. Let me look this up.
Alcubierre.
Method.
Okay. It's literally
Miguel Alcubierre. Okay.
It's literally a warp drive.
Okay.
How does it work? There's a couple things that it does. So first, the most important thing is it has to create an isolated space-time bubble around the ship, right? So it warps like a little bubble around it so that it isolates itself from the rest of space-time.
Right.
And within that bubble, within that reference frame, it actually doesn't move. Now that's really important, right? Because you can't move something faster than the speed of light. So from within that reference frame, but going the speed of light, it's all about reference frames, right? That's why it's called the theory of relativity and not the theory of light speed, right?
Right.
It's about relativity. So within that reference frame, you're not moving. Then in front of and behind the vessel, you would warp space-time, you would contract space-time in front of the vessel, and then expand it again behind it. And that would essentially ride this vessel along space-time, theoretically, with no essential limit, right?
Right.
And it can go as fast as you want, faster than the speed of light. And it doesn't violate the theory of relativity because the matter's not actually being accelerated past the speed of light. Space-time itself is being used to move the vessel. If you look up the Wikipedia entry for Alcubierre drive, it'll teach you a lot about it.
Okay. Yep. I just looked it up and I'm bookmarked. I'm gonna take a couple of notes on it tomorrow.
Objective secure. Well done.
Miguel Alcubierre.
Alcubierre.
Yeah. Yeah. Which actually sounds French to me. Fair.
Well, in Spanish it would be Alcubierre.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna hit this birthday and go back to the buy.
I got you, bro.
So yeah, going faster than the speed of light requires not actually going faster than the speed of light. Interestingly enough.
It's just the manipulation of the sphere. It's the
Yeah,
manipulation.
and the really interesting thing is like the math theoretically works for this, and what's even more interesting is that it's very, very, very similar to the way warp drive works in Star Trek.
An enemy squad marked
Okay.
bounty target.
But this theory was devised after Star Trek. And his theory, Alcubierre has stated that his theory was directly inspired by the term used in the show.
Okay. Now I'm not a Trekkie, but I might have to go back and watch this shit again.
Star Trek has actually led to a lot of real-world technologies.
Okay.
Cell phones, tablets,
No shit. Well,
microwaves.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Just like a whole list of technology.
Even just touchscreen technology at that point, right?
Yep. So let's see. Flip phones, voice-activated devices, 3D printing, virtual reality, development of mobile phones, medical scanners, all kinds of stuff. Big screen TV.
No, yeah, that makes sense too.
Holy fuck.
Automatic doors, video calling.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
I love sci-fi, man. I love that shit.
Well, the cool thing about Star Trek is it's hard sci-fi, right? It's meant to be. It's meant to be. Our universe, but in the future, right?
True. True. Yeah. Kind of like Black Mirror. Black Mirror is sci-fi.
Yeah. True.
But
Well,
like a projected
the USS
sci-fi.
Callister, bro, the USS Callister is 100% inspired by Star Trek, completely.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Even the uniforms that they wear, the ship that they, yeah, definitely. I will say though that my cousin, who is one of my main bases for like my intellectual aspiration, if that's the way to call it, he watched all of the Black Mirror season, and he's like going full pirate right now. Like he's super against the whole current administration and the establishment, and he's gone full pirate. So he hasn't paid for a streaming service in 3 months, 5 months, since the election was over. He's totally pirating everything. He did watch Black Mirror, the new season, and he was like, dude, I'm so glad that I did not pay Netflix for this fucking garbage. And it kind of broke my heart.
The newest season?
Yeah, it kind of broke my heart.
I heard the newest season was good because the 6th season really pissed me off.
Well, and the USS Callister is in the newest season.
I heard it was really good.
The 6th season was, in my opinion, very emotional, especially the episode with Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. And
yeah, we talked about this. I just got pissed off at that werewolf one. I was like, fuck off.
Yeah, no, I get that. He told me it was absolutely garbage. I think I am still going to watch it, but I am going to watch it on a pirating service.
I've heard really good things about it, so I'm just going to watch it. I already have Netflix, so I might as well.
I'm going to watch it on a pirating service first, just to not add any like viewership to it, just in case it is garbage. And then if it's good, I'll go back and watch it on Netflix. Like, I don't have a problem watching Black Mirror 2-3 times. Every season bears some really good questions, so... It is number one.
I'm just glad it's gone back to the sci-fi roots, because I was like, come on with the horror shit.
Yeah, that was kind of gay. Not gay, but retarded. We'll say retarded. Thank you, YouTube. Demonetize. There's no monetizing. Fuck it. You can't hate me. It's retarded, okay? It's fucking retarded. It's fucking retarded, all right?
There you go. That's
We
the
don't, we don't want some Teen Wolf bullshit in fucking Black Mirror. But
Right here, boss. I'm right here.
pushing. He's done.
Down one.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
There's another one in here. Yep. Chucking grenade.
Gas is closing in.
Watching.
Relocating safe zone.
My bad. I'm heavy into the game right now, bro. Sorry. Dude, we have to have like a real physics conversation, though. I would love to do this on my stream
You kept your squad
at
mates
some
in one
point
piece.
just to kick off like an actual just chatting stream where we can just hang out. I want to be sober for
always talking.
There's a whole team back there at storage.
I want to be sober for the rest of my like deep thought.
And they're
shit,
doing a
whether it's
recon over there.
politics- Whether it's politics or whether it's science, no matter what it is, I would much rather be sober doing some of this, because as soon as I start to get a little bit drunk, and we saw this the other night when I fucking debated Sleepy Joe about fucking Dave Smith, I get a little bit emotional and I don't want to do that. Like, I need to have a little bit of restraint. I apologize to you like 7 times. Crashed me. And you were like, dude, just shut the fuck up. I know you wanted to just say, bro, shut the fuck up, stop apologizing, dude. But I knew I got a little bit emotional. I knew I was like taking it to a different level with Sleepy Joe. Me and him have a love-hate.
Like, me and Candy were going at it. Like, it had nothing to do with you.
Threat means redeployment.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Nation.
Yeah. So, your